The creative journey from an AA battery to a revived light bulb, the craftsman held an AA battery in his hand. Observing it as a hidden block of energy, an idea flashed. Could the carbon core inside be transformed into a useful component for a new device? And so, the experiment began. 2. Using a knife to peel off the outer shell, a small sharp knife was brought out. The craftsman carefully cut along the thin metal casing of the battery. 3. Using pliers to remove the carbon core once the outer shell was removed, the pliers appeared. With just the right amount of force, the craftsman pulled the carbon core out of the metal casing. The black, rough carbon rod carried within it the ability to conduct electricity, an essential property for the creative journey ahead. This moment was like extracting a raw herb from deep underground. Not yet beautiful, not yet perfect, but full of potential. For cleaning the carbon core with WD-40, the freshly removed carbon core was still covered with impurities. The craftsman took a can of WD-40, a solution well known in mechanics for cleaning and preventing rust. A spray was applied, releasing its distinctive scent. The carbon core was wiped clean, becoming brighter and smoother. Ready for the next step? This act was not only about cleaning the material, but also symbolized rebirth from something old and worn. The carbon core was renewed to take on a new role 5, mounting it on a drill to grind the tip to shape the carbon core properly. The craftsman attached it to a drill. The buzzing sound filled the air as the tip of the carbon rod was ground down, becoming neat and smooth. This was a refinement step, like a jeweler polishing a gemstone. Patience and precision in this process showed that creativity is not just about ideas, but also about concrete labor. 6. Taking a spark plug and attaching the carbon core next. The craftsman picked up a spark plug, a familiar component in car and motorcycle engines. Normally, the spark plug creates an electric spark to ignite fuel. When combined with the carbon core, it became a new connector. The carbon core was firmly attached to the spark plug with a connector. This combination was like merging two worlds, the chemical energy of the battery and the ignition power of the spark plug. Seven. Connecting with a piece of wire to allow electricity to flow. A piece of wire was prepared. The craftsman connected the wire to the spark plug, forming a circuit. The wire, seemingly simple, was in fact the river, carrying energy throughout the system. Attaching the other end to a crocodile clip through a wooden tube handle. The other end of the wire was connected to a crocodile clip. This clip was threaded through a wooden tube that had been drilled, turning it into a convenient handle. Now the system was not only functional, but also ergonomic and aesthetic, easy to hold, easy to operate. The wooden tube became the skeleton, the crocodile clipped the hand, and the carbon core spark plugged the heart. Heating the tip with a lighter. Craftsman took a lighter and heated the tip of the carbon spark plug assembly. The small flame carried great meaning. It activated, tested the material, and prepared it for electrical connection. Connecting to a power source and testing, the crucial moment arrived. The system was connected to a power source. Craftsman watched anxiously. Electricity flowed through the wire, through the spark plug, through the carbon core. A spark flashed, proving that the entire process of creation had succeeded. This was the trial by fire. It's the moment when an idea became reality. Taking a burnt-out light bulb, but the journey did not end there. The craftsman picked up a burnt-out light bulb, something seemingly useless. This bulb became the subject of an experiment. In revival, inspecting the bulb's contact and soldering with tin wire hive, carefully examined the bulb's contact point, the place where electricity connects. Spotting the damage, he took tin wire and used a soldering iron to repair it. The sizzling sound rang out, a faint smoke drifted. The bulb's contact was firmly soldered, as if healed. Switching on the light, the suspenseful moment. The switch was flipped. Light burst forth from the bulb that had seemed dead. The whole room lit up. A testament to the power of creativity, patience, and imagination. 14. Thanking and supporting the amazing smart channel. Finally, the craftsman smiled, offering thanks to those who had followed the process. He mentioned the amazing smart channel, a place that shares creative ideas, encouraging everyone to try DIY projects and discover the hidden potential in everyday objects.